Hello, Pal One, and welcome to your reading. So, the first message I'm getting is that you are someone who challenges authority and traditions. I feel like many of you have come from a background where women were suppressed, where they were expected to stay quiet or submissive, or simply did not have enough rights of their own. But I see that you are different, and I do not mean that in a pick me way. You challenge everything that tradition has taught you, and this is one of the reasons why people sometimes feel really uncomfortable around you. You are not afraid of questioning culture and traditions that have been in practice for a very long time. I see that you really value your independence and you do not want to be bound by the rules of society. Uh, and I also see that you are someone who practices feminism and is not afraid to speak your mind. You openly express your emotions and opinions even in front of large group of people. Sometimes you may say things that society may not be ready to hear, but that does not stop you, and that's what makes you more powerful. Um, I'm getting the message that men often see you as someone they cannot control. They know you will question their actions the moment they do something wrong, and that makes them feel exposed. Many men even fear being around you because they realize they cannot have power over you. Your words, your voice, and the way you speak about equality, feminism, and what's happening in the world, it shakes people. It makes them rethink it even when they don't want to. uh, for some of you, I also see that you may not practice religion, or you might feel very different from your family traditions. You might not completely fit into your family's culture, and that makes you stand out even more. I sense fear from some men in your circle. They hesitate to talk to you, they hesitate to be too close because your energy directly challenges their ego and authority. You may have strong or unusual thoughts about marriage. A lot of men see you as very independent, very straightforward, very intelligent, quick minded, and layered with depth of knowledge. Your communication style is sharp, and I see that you don't sugarcoat things. You may say them as they are, and honestly, that makes people respect you even if they cannot handle it. Another message I'm getting is that you are. Another message I'm getting is that you might be the eldest daughter in your family, or you might have, matured much earlier than your age. Men also see that you have been through difficulties and that you have survived battles where the odds were against you. That survival made you strong, and it also makes men realize they cannot defeat you easily. Even though you're really, um, strong and straightforward, you're also uh, very careful about who you let into your life. You don't just allow anyone in, and you keep people waiting, testing their patience, and that alone makes men nervous. I feel like you're not someone who cares about men's opinion of you. You don't even care how they perceive you. And honestly, why should you? You don't give a flying fuck about their approval. And babe, why are you even reading? Listening to this back or pick a card. You already know the power you have over men, and I feel like you trigger a lot of masculine energy. Uh, Men never know what to expect from you because your words and presence shake them to their core. It's like the things you say act as a mirror, forcing them to see the truth. Uh, sometimes, sometimes it even feels like their whole ego or false personality crumbles when they try to argue with you. You might have Aquarius or 11th house placements, even Mars in the 11th house. I see that some of you could be Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising, you might be involved, you might even be into political science, activism, or politics in general. I also see that you are really influential. Your words carry power and you leave an impact wherever you go. Deep down in your mind, you may feel like men are kind of hopeless because they fail to match the standards you set. Some of you may also dress in a way that is not traditionally feminine. You may prefer masculine style or even simply a way of dressing that doesn't fit what men expect women to look like. This itself is another way that you challenge the society. And you know what? A lot of girls look at you as inspiration. They see you as someone who they want to become in the future. You know, fearless, outspoken, independent, and unapologetically yourself. Honestly, I love that about you. You might be taking part in debates or arguing with men in general. So, that is it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next reading. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye bye. Hello, Palwan, and I don't know why I said Palwan, and I am actually recording this reading second time. The first time I also said Palwan by accident, so maybe that's a sign that you should listen to Palwan and see if that resonates with you. So now let's start with your reading. Okay. So I do see that men may try to sexualize you a lot, and I see that you have this really sensual, magnetic energy, and many men see you as a seductress, someone who naturally pulls their attention. A lot of them are attracted to you physically and sometimes even obsessively, but at the same time they also sense that you are dangerous in a way. It's like they know that being too close to you could ruin their good man, good boy image, so they try to keep a distance. I see that they are definitely drawn in, but they're also scared of what it might mean for their reputation. um, Another message I see is that for some of you, in school or during your teenage years, boys might have spread nasty rumors about you. They may have tried to, tarnish your name or say disrespectful things just because they could not handle your energy. I feel your energy reminds me of Marilyn Monroe. Someone who was incredibly sensual but also deeply intelligent and misunderstood. Just like her, you know, just like that, men often fail to see the depth behind your beauty, and they get stuck on the surface and they don't realize how smart, mature, and knowledgeable you actually are. I also see that some of you might have a master's degree or you are currently pursuing one. You are well educated and sharp. I definitely see that. But many men fail to see beyond the seductive aura. They underestimate you because how they sexualize you. But deep down, they know that you are smarter than them, and that's what really threatens them. I also see that many men approach you with the excuse of helping you many times, but their real intention is just to get something out of you. And you're also very aware of this because this has happened before. I see that as a child or in your early teenage years, you might have been bubbly, you might have had this bubbly, sunshine, and open to help, kind of personality. But as you grew older, you realized that often the help came with strings attached, and they were not helping you from a place of kindness. They were actually feeding their fantasies. And because of this, you may now hate asking men for help. I see that you would rather do things on your own, even if it means pushing yourself beyond limits. This has made you fiercely independent, but also someone who carries a lot of responsibility on your shoulders. Men also, feel uncomfortable because you are more knowledgeable and capable than them in many areas. Nothing hurts an unhealed man ego more than seeing a woman doing better. I said what I said. But I see that you might be in a male dominated field. This could be business, coding, computer science, mathematics, research, or something similar, and you shine there. You do things that men often believe are their domain, and that shakes them completely. I also sense that you may have lost faith in men, or at least in the idea of finding a good man in this generation. It's not like you're bitter, but it's just that the experiences have taught you to not expect much. Uh, you seem too much disappointed. You have seen like too much disappointment, too much toxicity, and some of you could be Scorpio or Cancer or Capricorn. I don't know why I said Cancer, but that could be that. Sun, Moon, or Rising. Um, I also see that you might have Capricorn or Scorpio in your third house or strong 10th house placements. Another message I'm getting is that men don't just get attracted to you casually, they get obsessed, to a point. To the point of extreme toxicity. They might stalk you or fantasize about you or even cling to your energy in unhealthy ways. And this is one of the reasons you keep your distance from them. You know their obsession can turn dangerous, you know they cannot handle your power, so you protect yourself by staying selective of who you allow close. Now that I realize it, this is kind of similar to Pal 1, so maybe that's why I said Pal 1 in the beginning. Okay, so moving on, you are the type of person who men cannot forget. Even when they walk away, they keep thinking about you. But you have built yourself in a way that you don't need their validation. You have already proven yourself that you can survive, rise, and thrive without anyone's help. Now, I'll just pick one more card and I'll finish this reading with the final message. So, you have the power to, make something out of trash. You have the power to alchemize the resources given to you in a way that it can turn into huge profits. That is something I see. Okay, so I'm not getting much messages. I'll end your reading here, and thank you so much for staying this far, and thank you so much for clicking on this video. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Welcome, Pal 3. So let's start with your reading. Okay. So I definitely see that many of you might have innocent appearance, maybe a cute face, soft features, or a very sweet way of dressing. Some of you might even dress in a way that's very cute or, trendy, which makes people see you as youthful, playful, or basically inexperienced about life. You give off this really ethereal and otherworldly vibes, like a fairy, almost like an angel. And now this is not to baby you, this is just how many people, especially men, perceive you at first glance. They look at you and instantly assume that you are someone fragile who needs to be guided, protected, or provided for. But in reality, this is very different. I see that you have already tried to build something of your own. Maybe you have started a business, maybe you are doing something that makes you financially independent. You have shown that you can stand on your feet, and that already sets you apart. Men don't always know how to approach you because on one side you look innocent, but on the other side you are stronger and wiser. I also see that even though you look young or inexperienced, you carry a lot of wisdom. And some of this wisdom might come from your mother, grandmother, or another older feminine figure who had big influence on you. I also see that you carry this generational strength inside you, and the wisdom comes out at the right time. Men also tend to see you as a heartbreaker or a player, even though you're quite the opposite. Maybe you have received a lot of proposals, attention or admiration, and because of this men assume that you have too many options. They they think you are not looking for anything serious or long term, when in reality you value real commitment. This misunderstanding makes them put you in a wrong category sometimes. Now, let's see what else. Okay, so I see that men notice your physical strength. Maybe you go to the gym, do yoga, exercise, or simply take care of your body. Some of you may even appear stronger or fitter than men in your circle, and this intimidates them. Men are used to using their physical strength as an advantage over women, but with you, their power is taken away, and you prove them wrong. For some reason, you remind me of Zoe from, Huntrix, Demon Hunters. I forgot. I tend to forget names. I'm really sorry. She's someone who's pretty, kind, and creative, but also powerful and not someone to underestimate. Men see you as compassionate, always willing to help others, um, always kind, but at the same time, they know you won't let them walk all over you. You have boundaries and you protect them. Another message I'm getting is that you are very focused on your goals and success. You are ambitious and you want to make a name for yourself. You know what you want in life, and you are not afraid to chase it. Ambitious women scare men the most because they know they cannot bind or control them. You might have this belief that you won't marry until you have become or something, or you have made your own name or secured a stable source of income. And the reason behind this is simple. You don't want your future husband or partner to have an upper hand over you in the relationship. You value balance and equality in relationships. You want effort from both sides and not just one. I see that you never want to feel like a burden on anyone, and that's why you'd rather do things on your own than depend too much on someone else. I also see that many men come forward with the idea of providing for you, but the moment they see that you already have everything you need, they freeze. They get uncomfortable because suddenly they have nothing left to offer, and you know, this shakes their identity because of many men build their sense of self-worth on how much they can provide for a woman or family. But with you, that old pattern does not work anymore, and that's exactly what makes you powerful. Another message I see is that you may have a small face or puffy cheeks that makes you look really cute, and I also see that some of you might have a mole near your eyes that it's really attractive, and a lot of men notice it. Uh, you might be getting a lot of compliments about this mole on your face or near your eyes. And I'll take the last message, and let's see. Okay, so bridge, build connection, and they are your strength. So this gives me the message that you have great connection, you have a great social circle where you seem to know everybody, and it's like you are the type of person people will go to if they need help because of all this connection you have. And this definitely makes me think that you are an entrepreneur or someone who who is doing things on their own. So yeah, that is the final message, and I hope you resonated with this reading. Thank you so much for staying this far, and have a great day. Bye bye.